Hello everyone, this is Ivana and Aya from Interreg. The past time has been very busy for Jems. Aya, tell us more, what is the latest?
Yes, year started very productive for Jems with releasing the fourth version of Jems, and some programs already opened the very first calls in Jems. Also, we had very first user group meeting just recently.
So we're not having milestone reviews anymore, right?
No, the focus has changed now, and we are interested in providing programs the opportunity to exchange on the practical aspects of using the system and also gather feedback from the users on the features developed. So at the moment, it's not so important for us to demonstrate the system, rather to get the feedback from the users, as the demonstration aspect is covered by the user documentation and video tutorials that we have prepared. But we have prepared a very brief update on the Jems developments.
So let's see it.
Hey, I'm Markus from Cloudflight, the company who's developing Jems together with Interreg and the programs. You've probably seen my face in all the sprint reviews already. We're super excited for the next release, and there are lots of new features coming. Me personally, I'm most happy about that the login screen now finally looks more welcoming, but there are more important features coming as well. Like
projects can now be modified after they have been approved.
All work together and finally have the application form available in the full scope of it.
Users can now export application form data as PDF. They can choose which versions to be exported and in which language using our intuitive UI.
One of the features is the email notification to verify new user registration in order to improve user experience.
Applicants can use pre-submission check to verify the validity of their application data.
There are now collaboration privileges introduced where you can assign users to specific partners and give them responsibilities. And also we have project assignments where you can share projects with officers, controllers or assessors and so on, which is opening completely new opportunities for us after contracting. So just hit subscribe to not miss anything.
We tested this version quite a lot and were super confident about it, but of course the only proof is real life. So we were delighted that the first programs had such a great experience with their first calls. And I would say, let's hear what they have to say about it.
Hi everyone, this is Claudia Pampal from Interreg Central Europe and Merike from Central Baltic. Hi Merike, how are you doing? You just closed your first call, I heard.
Yes, we did. And that's why I'm doing very well, because the call closed successfully. We got 82 applications and no hassle. And you?
We had our first call closed already some weeks ago. So we closed mid-February and we had 280 projects submitted. So it was quite busy at our side, but the system kept stable. And I must say we received very few requests to our help desk. So this was really a good experience. How about you?
Same here, very few support requests, and applicants really seemed to understand the system very well. Internally, we needed maybe more time to adjust to the new system as compared to EMS, and to some of our own tricks that we needed. But otherwise, yes. And you did some internal checks as well and some work?
Yeah, so we had a test system set up quite before we opened the call. We prepared pre-submission checks. So we had our IT manager working on customized pre-submission checks, which worked very well. And it was quite straightforward for him to set up this pre-submission checks. And also the application form configurator, we used a lot to customize the application form to our needs. So this worked very well. And I must say it was also from the program side, we appreciate the new way of doing it. So it was also straightforward. And the user experience that we got from the program side, from the user side, was that it was really intuitive, and we had a user manual prepared and a tutorial, but also here we received very few questions, and it went quite well. So we are looking forward to the second call.
Same here. Also, few I mean, few support requests, but people basically were reporting that they find the system reliable, easy to use, and just something that supports result orientation, especially, which I really liked. So yeah, as you say, let's head for the second call and assessments in between.
Hello, come with me. I will tell you what we are working on in Jems currently. With priority, we are developing the checklists because programs will start working with assessment checklists very soon. Further, we started developing the reporting, content and financial reporting module on partner level, and we are also working on the SPF module in order to have dedicated calls for small project funds and also to configure the application form according to the HIT template for this special type of projects. All these features you will hold in your hands in June with the 5th release, and then we will continue developing the modules for controlling, for payments, for project level reporting, and we will also establish interfaces to other databases such as the KEEP or the SFC database. We will further continue with audits and correction modules, with payment claims and reporting to Commission, and with closure modules as well. So you see there is a whole bunch of issues and features we will develop for Jems. And let me have a look now in the backlog if there are some stories that I can test and that we can then present in the next sprint review. Actually, there is a help desk request. Anna? Peter?
Jose? Okay, I will answer that question later. Let's talk about the Jems Helpdesk. So we have 4 types of requests in the helpdesk. We have requests for improvements, frequently asked questions, bugs, and requests for support. So the request for support we usually don't get very often. It's rather about this installation. We had it a few times. Regarding improvements, we have requests for improvements, which are often features such as can we add guidance bubbles additionally to Jems, and we note those down and take them on board. We also have bugs reported, and regarding those, we do not really get any bugs. Okay, we do. We get sometimes questions such as, on my Jems installation, how do I install the plugins, because it doesn't seem to work. And then we try to also help out. Lastly, we have frequently asked questions, and those are questions usually about the understanding of Jems. So we often refer them to the Jems documentation and the video tutorials.
Sounds great.
Yes, we believe it's going well. If you would like to hear more about Jems activities, please join the thematic network on Jems or join our sprint review meetings. Also, we have planned next user group meetings sometime in summer.
If you're launching your first call in Jems, good luck. You know where to find us if you need us.